Okay, good morning. So I'm using 3 decks right now. One that I've had for some time, the Yoshitika Amano deck, and I did a card of the day pull last week before I went to bed on Friday, and so now one of my things for clarification on a question is to take and shuffle a 1-day pull back into the deck the next day and see and use it as a significator, and then locate wherever it turns up in the deck and use the cards to either side for clarification. So I've done that with the first 2 decks, and for some reason it seemed that I should go further. So when I did the 5 of Cups, which came up in my pagan other worlds, so that just went weird because I'm using funny space. When I shuffled the 5 back in for the pagan otherworlds, the 5 came up on the bottom as the shadow card. So with the 10 of Cups next to it. So warring internal factions. So, internal and I wanted my orange pen, and I don't know what I did with my orange pen. Dagnabbit. So let's use just a different pen. So internal and emotional factions. So I'm going to stick those together. And that day had a jumper, the Ace of Wands. So warring. Ow. And I wish I could remember how to put that on the wrong side. So swords or air and intellectual, analytical. So my intellect and my intellect. Analytical and intellectual sides are warring. Oh, pause a minute. I forgot to pull the 5 of Wands. How did... Well, isn't that interesting? So, my creative, fiery side is not warring. That's interesting. And Pentacles, or Earthly. Where are the money? Where are the physical, economical? Economics. And the Hierophant. Let's go back to this. My notes end up going all over the place. Credence to lessons learned. Learned and study. steady. Okay, so now, and conflict resolution. Conflict resolution. Resolving, reaching, resolving. So we came up with the 9 of, so we came up with tens. And one of the tens. So we got the 10 twice. Tens. Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter. Fate. Since we're going up, I'm going to be writing from the bottom to the top. The Fool is called, with this major arcana, the Fool is called away from solitude and led into the corporeal world, where the possibility of sudden fortune or a meteoric rise to success tests the initiate's integrity and ability to remain centered and focused. The zodiac wheel of life is held by Jupiter, the governor of our outer journey. At its hub is a sacred circle entwined with jewels, symbolizing the riches of the inner self. The Mori pronunciation problems. The sisterly trinity who embody fate watch over the turning of the wheel, for once they set the pattern in motion, it cannot be altered. In antiquity, the hero who challenged the authority of the gods was stripped of power and influence. No matter how much prestige or fortune we possess, the course of life is dictated by the patterns the Morii have woven. On a divinatory level, the card suggests that fortunes of the individual's life are shifting, often without their choosing. So tens. Coming and the Nine of Swords, choices. As the smaller of the two dogs, Canis Minor rises first, while the Greeks did not name this star group. The Arabs linked the constellations together in their legend of two sisters, one who eloped, abandoning the other, a motif consistent with Uranus. The archetype of separation, and Gemini, the sibling. A split has occurred. Uranus is also symbolic of awakening. Therefore, the card suggests an alternate vantage point to feeling disconnected. Duality and separateness constitute anxiety, even panic. However, the appearance of the lesser dog serves as the guide to healing the feelings of isolation and injury. So the tens, of Tens of Pentacles and Cups on one side. motion. To Fate, and the Ten of Swords. Change. Change is coming together. Change is coming about. Two. Solidify future. Future fortunes. Okay, so there we have crazy catch-up. So we went from this, sorry about that, to this and this, and now today is Monday, and I should do this. I may work the branching out with this one into it. I hope everyone has a great beginning to their week. Peace.